3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me.
More than 1/3 of the United States participates in some sort of gig work due to economical reasons. And I'm not gonna lie to you, if you really think about it, gig work is not safe. If you're doing things like TaskRabbit, going to somebody's house that's a random stranger, moving some sort of furniture or hanging up a TV, there's so many safety risks involved. We're talking about Uber, picking up a stranger and taking them to a location of their choice without any sort of safeguards. That just seems mad unsafe as well. And DoorDash is no different. In this situation, a young woman participating in gig work, like a lot of other Americans do, takes some food to a customer's house like normal at nighttime, and what happened when she got there was totally disgusting. A man with his pants down to his ankles exposing himself, getting off on this sort of sick and perverted fantasy. The story is sick and disgusting, and I'm glad that she went through what she believed to be the proper channels. But how DoorDash handles this situation is what's gonna make me give you guys a call to action to delete DoorDash off your phones.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal, and they didn't. So I contacted support and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why.
How can you appeal without
So my
knowing?
chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account.
Wow.
I was working. I was literally working and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me and the police are doing nothing.
This is crazy.
I lost my job.
This is crazy.
That was my only way to make money to pay my bills.
I can't express how like upset I am about this. This is so crazy. Gig work in 2025 is literally a necessity. Unemployment rates are through the roof. Egg prices are through the roof. Everything is expensive, and it's a sad thing to say, but most people need some sort of extra income. But you would think that these companies would provide some sort of safety nets surrounding their drivers, surrounding the people that participate in these things, but no. I would at least like to see DoorDash, Uber, or whatever any gig work platform provide people with some sort of body cams or, you know, Insta360 goes that will record stuff. But honestly, it wouldn't even matter if a platform like DoorDash isn't going to respect any sort of footage and do what's right by the people that are actually making the app continue to go round. In an economy like this woman can't afford to lose her job. Like, why did they keep the money? If you were going to do some fucked up, scummy piece of shit like this, at least give the girl her money. But not only did you take away her ability to provide for herself and pay for her bills, you also took away the money that she already worked for. You kicked her while she was already down, and then when she rolled over looking for you for help, you kicked her again. That's disgusting. Now, you would think in a time like this where DoorDash, the company that she's working for, is doing her some sort of injustice, she would be able to turn to social media. I can definitely understand why she wouldn't turn to the police. SA, sexual harassment, any of these types of claims usually get dismissed, thrown out, not solved, and people go scot-free on them. So this is why people stay silent most of the time. This is where you use your voice and the power of social media to galvanize an audience to try to get some sort of positive response. But not only is DoorDash trying to play in her face about this situation and kick her while she's down, TikTok, the platform, is turning to her and kicking her while she is down as well by striking her videos and putting her at the point where she might be permanently banned from the platform based off of uploading these things.
You guys, my account is currently at risk of being banned because I had to explain my story one time, right? They took the video down and gave my account a strike. So I explained my story again and censored the video that I have just so they can't take it down for the same reason. They took it down for the same reason again.
This is crazy.
And now my account has a second strike. Guess what? If I get one more strike, I'm banned from TikTok. So not only did I get assaulted 3 days ago on October 12th on Sunday, I then lost my job. The police are doing nothing. And if I get one more account strike on TikTok, my account's done. This is a man's world. I'm the victim. Remember? I'm the victim. And they took down my video. They were gonna have to pay me for my second story time because that was over a minute long. They were gonna have to pay me for all those views I got. So nope, they took that right down. They took that right down. Absolutely not. They're not paying me for that. Nope.
I'm disgusted. The gig economy is literally harming her actively. So not only is she not getting her DoorDash money and lost the ability to make any sort of money from DoorDash ever in the future, TikTok, a platform in which she's supposed to be able to share her story, she's not speaking out on any governmental entity or anything crazy. She's not saying anything wild. She posted a video of what happened to her when she did a DoorDash, where a man showed his penis to her and her video got clapped. Like, she's not even going to be able to make any sort of money based off of the views for that. This is, I'm laughing because I'm just so flabbergasted about how disgusting this is. One of the issues in this situation is that these corporations seem to be trying to protect their greater image by burying and covering these stories, when in reality, it's doing nothing but harming the people who are participating in the labor for them.
This woman was assaulted and then tried to tell her bosses, tried to tell her employers, and they fired her. They are the ones who put her in danger. And they've silenced her.
Now, DoorDash has issued some statements behind this, and I'm gonna specifically call cap on a couple of things in there. DoorDash says, regarding the video of a Dasher circulating today, we take reports of this nature with the utmost seriousness. We wanna be absolutely clear. This Dasher was not deactivated for reporting a sexual assault. If a Dasher ever experiences something that makes them feel unsafe or uncomfortable, we urge them to please contact our support team immediately so we can help them, as their safety and well-being matter deeply to us. At the same time, publicly sharing videos taken inside a customer's home, especially when personal information is involved, raises privacy concerns and is a clear violation of our policies. In order to protect everyone's safety and privacy, we deactivated both the Dashers and the customers' accounts and are working directly with law enforcement for additional guidance. Now, I had a hard time finding the specific video that was posted online that made them feel as if it was okay to silence her account. But to be quite honest with you, I don't give a damn. From my understanding, it's not like she went to the address or the mailbox and said, hey, I'm on 123 Mulberry Lane. She literally just had the footage of him inside his house and of the actions that he was doing. And again, I can see why. I think gig work is super dangerous, and this is a way for her to protect herself. Because I know without that video, a lot of people wouldn't have believed her and her story. But what do you think is worse, exposing the man or exposing yourself to the unsuspecting DoorDash driver? I don't know. This is a hard one for me. What the hell? And let's just say that that was your knee-jerk reaction. You could have at least given her that explanation, but as told by her, you didn't give a reason why. She wouldn't be running around on the internet acting as if she didn't know what was going on, but you released that to the public and didn't tell her that reason. And let's just say that I agree with you. Like, I'm fine with the situation that you said, hey, she exposed somebody's privacy, etc., etc. You decided to keep her money that she earned. In what way, shape, form, or fashion do you think that that's okay? We've seen too many situations in recent times in which corporations tend to protect themselves over the people that they actively employ, the people that make the world go round. Roblox is another situation where they are just letting a bunch of things go by the wayside in order to protect their name, image, and likeness. They want their brand identity to stay strong, so they're not gonna do anything. But there are kids who are literally getting preyed on left, right, and sideways. They literally took crazy measures to knock off content creator Schlepp, who was doing pred catching on that platform for them, instead of, I don't know, doing something to get the predators off the platform. Uber's had multiple instances of some sort of assault, and they've just buried it in order to protect their name. And then it doesn't help when there's a platform like TikTok, something that gets billions of views on a monthly basis, that also downplays you, your voice, and your ability to get some sort of justice or restitution, or at least bring attention to the situation. The corporation's answer is to silence and remove, as opposed to seek any sort of true justice for who got hurt. Like, that's just the reality of it. Another big issue is the gig economy and the lack of protections that come with doing this gig work. It's easy to sign up for. It's easy to fall for the trap of this giving you some sort of money in a situation, in an economy in which you need money. But when it comes to protecting anybody, it's some of the worst shit in the world.
The bad news is I am absolutely convinced that nobody looks at that first appeal. The 14-day appeal, where they have 2 weeks to look at your appeal right after you're deactivated. I don't think a human being looks at that. I don't think they have the staffing for it. I think they reject them all right off the bat. And so the only appeals they look at are the 90 days. And I think there's a really good reason for that. I think it takes them that long to figure out what went wrong with their code.
Those gig sites are super trash. There's no workers' comp. There's no health insurance. There's really no other benefits other than you can make money by just signing up and doing the actual task. And most importantly, there's no HR department to help mitigate and alleviate issues like this. And you know who that really benefits every single time? It's not the customer. It's not the person working at the said company. It's the company themselves. Those people that they use on the phone as support are just there for a buffer. And now we're sitting here where a woman got a penis shown to her and she has all these accounts banned, her money tied up, and sling like no restitution, resolution, justice, or whatever you want to call it anytime soon. Look, I've never done a call to action for any sort of platform like this, but I'm not gonna lie, if you still have DoorDash in your phone going forward, then what are you doing?